everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a trying new makeup video. So I have some new products here that I am pretty excited to try out. I have some new items from the MAC and Patrick Starrr, the summer collection that they came out with. I also have a blush palette here from Pure Cosmetics. I have the new Becca highlighter in Dreamsicle. I also have some new lashes to test out, and then also new lipsticks from Morphe. So we have a lot to try out today, so let me go ahead and get started. Alrighty, we are zoomed in, got my ears on, we are ready to go. So I do already have foundation, concealer, powder, contour on, and then also my brows since I didn't have anything new with that. So first up, I am going to start off with my eyes, and I'm going to use this new palette from the MAC and Patrick Starrr collection. I didn't even know that they were coming out with a new collection. I did get it sent to me in PR, which I was so excited about. I didn't even know they were coming out with another one. So huge congratulations to Patrick Starrr for working again with MAC Cosmetics. I think this is the third collaboration now. So that is pretty freaking awesome. So it says here, Summer Star. There is 2 different lip glosses. There's an eyeshadow palette. There's a bronzing powder and a face powder. Okay then, so when is this going to be available? It says June 7th at MAC locations. So if I can find it online, I will go ahead and link everything down below. So I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow palette first, and this is in Heat Stroke. So the packaging on it is very cute, and then here is what the inside looks like. So I'm actually going to do a pretty like neutral look because the new Morphe lipsticks that came out are all red. So I think I'm going to do like neutral brown smoky eyes and then a red lip. I think is kind of what I'm leaning towards here. So I'm first going to come into the shade right here with the Morphe G24. It's just a big blending brush. I do have my eye primer down, and I also have it set. So this kind of looks like a peachy. It's giving me some peachy vibes, but I'm just going to go ahead and work that into the crease. And I'm going to pick up a smaller blending brush and come in with this shade. So this is the Sigma E25. And then I'm going to pat this on the outer part of the eye and then slowly also start to blend it into the crease. Then I'm just going to kind of like lightly tap my brush in the inner corner of my eye as well and then blend it out. I think I'm going to do any shimmer up here. As of right now, I'm not going to, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure everything is really nice and blended together. So far the quality of the shadows I really enjoy. I mean, I have a couple of the other palettes that Patrick Starrr has done with MAC, and I enjoy the quality in all of them. There was zero fallout on my face. Everything was really easy to blend. I mean, I only used 2 shadows so far, but again, I mean, I've tried these in the past, I've tried neutrals, I've tried the colorful palettes, and everything has really impressed me. This is where I'm going to leave the eyes right now. I think I'm going to do a little bit of my lash line work since I already do have my foundation and concealer on, and then try to decide if I want to do any shimmer or if I want to do a liner or just do lashes. I haven't really decided yet. I just started filming. Let's put a little bit of black liner from the Balm into my waterline, and then I think I'm just going to smudge those 2 colors that I've already used. I'm going to put those on the lower lash line. I think I'm going to do the darker color first and then use the lighter color to really make sure that it's blended out. Okay, so I think I decided I do want to do a winged liner, so I'm going to do that off camera. Those are kind of the vibes I'm feeling, and especially knowing that I'm going to top it all off with a red lip, I just feel like it'll look really nice with a winged liner since we're doing something a little bit more neutral, because I mean obviously that eyeshadow palette, that's what I had to do. But I'm also going to put on a pair of lashes, and these are new to me. These are from Velvet 59. These are the luxury vegan lashes in Belle. So I got these sent to me from Octoly, so thank you to Velvet 59 and Octoly for sending these to me. So here is what the style Belle looks like. So I'm excited about these. I've never tried this brand at all, so I'm pretty stoked to try these. So I'm gonna have to like cut and trim these since I just got them in the mail. So I'm gonna go ahead and do liner and lashes off camera, and then we'll come on back. Okay, so I added some liner and then also the lashes from Velvet 59. So a couple thoughts. One, I haven't done winged liner in a while, and winged liner is like that thing where like if you don't constantly practice it and do it, you kind of lose it. So I was struggling a little bit, but I knew these lashes were going to be really large, so I thought I needed to offset the size of the lashes and make sure to have a wing, especially since we're keeping the eye so neutral. So I added some liquid liner and then I put on these lashes, and unfortunately they're one of those lashes that are just, they're too big for me, and I don't know how to describe it the best, but like my eyes are different shapes and sizes, but for me it means that sometimes if I have lashes kind of in this particular style or really like large dramatic lashes, I can't pull them off because they look so different on my eyes. Like can you tell with me looking straight on at the camera? To me it looks like I have two different pairs of lashes on. And that's a really common thing. It's why you don't see me a lot with these kind of super dramatic lashes on, because I just can't pull them off with how my eyes are shaped. So I was really trying. I was taking them off and putting them back on, and I cut them down even more, you know, thinking maybe I needed to just like keep cutting them down. But unfortunately, it's going to be one of those styles that I just can't pull off because of my particular eye shapes. So oh man, I'm bummed about that. But for the actual lashes, they were easy to put on. I really liked the bands on them. The adhesive was going on just great. They were really easy to pop on. Like I was even taking them on and off, mostly just trying to get them to line up to look better, not on and off because I was having troubles because they weren't staying. I mean, the inner corners went down right away. I'm so bummed. Let me know if you've tried any of these lashes and what your favorite style would be, but the show must go on. All right, let's keep going. What are we trying next? Next, we're gonna switch over to the face because the eyes are pretty much done now. So, switching over to the face, I got this also from Octoly. This is from Pur. It is the 4-in-1 Blush Book. I just got a bunch of stuff in the mail today, so I haven't even opened this guy yet, but I've actually been hearing really good things about this. It's $36. You can get it on the Pur website, and I believe it's also available at Ulta as well. So, of course, everything that I'm using will be linked down below. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. Ooh, she's pretty. Okay, so here is what the blush book looks like. The blushes are super intriguing to me. I don't know the best. Ooh, they're super soft. Like, I don't know the best way to try to get some. Oh, wow. These are very creamy. Okay, so here is what the swatches from the blush book look like. Wow, that's pretty crazy. This one is insane. Okay, it says a stunning array of cool to warm pigments. The 4-in-1 Blush Book sculpts, shapes, and defines the cheekbones. The matte and shimmer formulas are richly pigmented, I would agree, and buildable to provide sheer to bold color for a universal blush wardrobe for all skin tones. Okay, wow. I was not expecting that. Like, I would love to put that on my eyes. That's really pretty, and like even when I dipped my finger into it, it was so darn creamy. So I think, wow, I'm gonna go in with a light hand for sure. I'm gonna take this second one right here, and I'm just gonna try to like lightly apply that to the cheekbones. Make sure I tap off any extra. That looks nice. Don't want to overdo it. I feel like in a couple of my last like first impressions, my blush was very intense, so I'm gonna try to be a little more careful here. So that is what that second blush looks like. I'm really excited for this palette and to keep trying it out because, wow. So there are the swatches again from the palette. That is really pretty. I like kind of the different array that you get, and like it said, it was warm tones and cool tones. Wow, I am, first impressions. I mean, I'll come back in a couple of weeks to give a review on everything like I normally do with my first impressions, but first impressions, I was not expecting that, and that's pretty cool. So I almost forgot to do my bronzer. It was hiding underneath the MAC and Patrick Starrr little file leaflet thing that I had, but I do want to do bronzer. I usually do bronzer first, but we'll see how we do. So this is the Give Me Life Bronzing Powder from the MAC and Patrick Starrr collection. I'm not sure if it'll be too warm on me, but we will go ahead and see. I'll try to swatch it here next to the blushes. Oh, okay. I don't think it will be too warm. There's a swatch of that bronzer there. So I'm just going to kind of like lightly, ooh, this one has a mirror too, so that's nice. So I'm just going to kind of lightly try to blend that in with the blush. Like I said, I normally do my bronzer first, but woo, I think my eyes got me all out of whack there for a moment, and then it was hiding under that paper, so we'll just try our best here. And so I'm gonna bronze a little on the forehead as well. It looks like a much more subtle bronzer than I thought when I first opened it. I just wondered if maybe it would be a little bit too dark or too warm for me, but it's actually more subtle than I thought, but it is also buildable, so that's nice. I think that looks really pretty actually. I actually really like that bronzer, and I thought it went on really smoothly as well. I like that one. So next up, I have a highlight to try, and I'm really excited about this. This is from Becca. It's the new Dreamsicle Highlight. I also got this from Octoly, so big thank you to Becca and Octoly. I was really excited when I got approved for this one. If you guys aren't familiar with Octoly, it's a site that kind of connects bloggers and brands. They put certain items up for, like, in your free store, it's called, and then you can write in a proposal basically saying, you know, I want to try this product because this is where I'll feature the product and all that, and brands can either accept or decline to send products to you, and then you get them in exchange for a review. It's not like sponsored, you don't get paid for it or anything, you're just getting the products in exchange for a review. So it's a pretty cool site, and it's letting me try out a lot of products in this video, so I'll have a link for it down below. I mentioned this in a Will I Buy It video, and I said I was excited about it and I thought it looked pretty, but I wasn't sure if it would look great with my skin tone, and it's $38, so I was kind of like, ugh. But when I saw it come up in my free store, I was like, oh my gosh, if you would send this to me, like, I would love to try it out to see how it looks on my skin. So we're gonna give it a shot. So this is what the highlight looks like. It's beautiful packaging, you know, the little saucer like normal, but with white, and beautiful packaging in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it first. That looks really nice. Okay, so there's that, and then see if I can swatch it down here. Whoo, that looks really pretty. That looks pretty. I'm just worried, I don't know if it's gonna be like too orangey. I don't know, we'll just give it a try. Well, that's what this video is all about. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Luxie brush. It's pretty fluffy, because in case this is like really intense, but also like not the best way. Sometimes this brush can kind of help tone down the highlights. So I'm just gonna swirl it in there, tap it off, and then apply to the tops of my cheekbones. So I think that looks really pretty. I actually don't think that looks bad. It pulls more gold on me from what I can tell in person. I'm not sure how it will be on camera, because sometimes it can be a little bit different. But on me, I feel like it's pulling just more golden, which I do not mind. I really actually enjoy gold highlights, so I actually quite like that. And it's really smooth, and it shows up really easily, just like with all the Becca highlights that I've tried, so that's awesome. I actually really, really like that. It's almost like a peachy gold. Huh. I like that a lot. I'm gonna run just a little bit down the center of my nose, and then just a little bit on the tip of my nose, and that's really all I do for highlight anymore. I actually really like that. I was so unsure about this highlight. Like, I was even questioning what brush to use, because I was like, if it just looks like I put like an orange streak on my cheek, that's gonna be weird, but I actually think that looks pretty darn good. So that is the Becca Dreamsicle Highlight. Okay, I'm just gonna spray my face a little bit to lock everything in, and then we're gonna finish off with a lip color, and then we're done. Oh, so I just need to finish up with my lip color. So Morphe just came out with new lipsticks. These are bullet lipsticks, and they are all matte red lipsticks. So they did send me all 5 of them. You can get them now on the Morphe website. They are $9 each. So I picked out 2 that I kind of was going between. This one is steamy, and it's described as a classic red, which is this one right here. And then the other one that I was also debating about, this one is called Lover, and it's described as a watermelon red. And then there's a swatch of that one right there. I think I'm gonna go with the watermelon one, just because it kind of like, it reminds me of summer. Just solely based on the name, okay? I'm not a huge red lipstick wearer, but that's, since I knew I had a red lipstick from Morphe, that's why I wanted to do a neutral eye, and that palette was really neutral, so I was like, But the brown smoky eye with the wing and the big lashes, and then to finish it off with a red lip. I feel like it's kind of like a classic look. So I'm gonna go ahead and see. Oh, okay. they're very matte. So I'm not the best with matte lipsticks. I could tell right away it's kind of hard to apply, so this might take me just a little bit. They're not, just with any matte lipstick really, they're not super creamy to apply, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to fill in here. It's a little more orange than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, that took me a hot second to put on. I do like the color of it. It's very bright. It's pulling a little bit more orangey to me in person. I'm not sure how it is on camera, but it's kind of like an orangey red. But it's really pretty. I like the color, and I like the color with this, you know, the eye look that I have going on as well. It's very, very matte though. If you really like matte bullet lipsticks, you're gonna get that with this one. For me personally, it's not my favorite to apply. I find it just really hard because it's not creamy, it's matte. It doesn't skip a lot on my lips, which is good, but at the same time, like especially like lining my top lips and stuff, I think it would be easier to do that first with a lip liner and then fill in with this, because it's just really hard to get that kind of like smooth application with these. But that's, you know, that's what I notice a lot with matte bullet lipsticks. So I really like the color of this, but I don't think it's going to be my favorite formula. But I'll try this one, and I'll try the other one that I swatched as well, and then I'll probably put the rest in a giveaway, just because I know it won't be my favorite formula. And again, I don't wear red lips a ton, so you know, it's better for me to just keep a couple and try out and be able to review, and then just kind of like spread the love as well. But after that, guys, that is going to do it for this edition of trying out new makeup. Alright guys, so this is the final look for today's trying out new makeup. So just a quick recap through everything. I did like the MAC and Patrick Starrr palette. I figured I would. I mean, I only used 2 shades out of here, so how much can I really tell you? And I didn't use the shimmers. It's a very neutral palette, and I do kind of wish maybe it was a little bit more colorful for summer, but the last palette that he did with his collab with MAC was super colorful, and there was lots of, you know, there's 2 different palettes with pinks and purples and blues and things like that. But I kind of wish there was just a little bit more color. But you know, I'll try out the other shades, the shimmer shades, and come back and let you know what I think of it. But these have all been really good quality, so I'm assuming it will be the same across the board. I really did like the bronzer in here. I thought it was really smooth and an easy to blend bronzer, and gives you kind of like that natural bronze, so I also really enjoyed that one. The Blush Book from Pur actually really surprised me. I'm excited to use this more and to try some of these other shades in here. These are very vibrant. I mean, I could tell from swatching, and I tried to use such a light hand when putting these on, but this looks like a pretty darn promising blush book, so I'm pretty excited to keep trying that one out as well. And unfortunately, a miss for me was the Velvet 59 lashes. Again, the actual lashes applied really easily. I really like the band on it, so I want to try some other styles in here, but Belle, unfortunately, is just going to be a style that doesn't work well with my eyes, but really easy to put on, so I want to try some more of these. And then Dreamsicle had me really surprised. I thought this was going to be a miss for sure for my skin tone, and I am so pleasantly surprised. It's just as good as any of the other Becca highlights that I've tried off of, you know, first time applying it, and I love that color so much. I love the gold and the peach, so that's freaking awesome. And then the Morphe lipsticks, you know, I don't think they're going to be my favorite formula. I like the color that I put on, but matte bullet lipsticks are just not my favorite. So that's just kind of a wrap up of everything that I used today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me try out some of these new products. Let me know what has your interest. What have you already picked up? But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. Check back in a couple weeks for my update with reviews on everything. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.